way up. Come on, let's have it. Alright, Mash rambling, whoa, whoa. Mash rambling, whoa, whoa. Mash rambling, stuff to see and songs to sing, whoa. Alright.
Now then, you beautiful ramblers, how are you doing? Oh, Tuesday, 27th of July. It's a little bit overcast, but it's 20 degrees, so I thought, let's get a bit of rambling done. I've just come off the back of a weekend with our lass, where we host this festival at Sunflower Park, and it was wonderful, lovely. Great memories, but I'm all peopled out, yeah, because you're on call for 2.5 days and people want a piece of you, yeah, which is all well and good, you know what I mean, it's your job, but it doesn't define me. So I just need a bit of space. I just have a bit of a walk, really, because the old sciatica, it's not getting any better. No. But, you know, because you're a bloke, you suffer in silence, don't you? Yeah, you just get up and get on with it. Never mention it. No, not once. So I'm going on a recce, because I haven't done this year's camp out, which is where you go in a tent. Yeah, you don't like put a dress on and mince about uptown. No, that would be very, very wrong. For me personally, if that's what you want to do, that's up to you, isn't it? But I'm going on a recce because this place is quite remote. There's an abundance of firewood, and there's plenty of clearings and places, and you shouldn't really come across anybody. So you can have a bit of a fire, cook some steak, and drink a bit of tramp juice. Yeah, and then totter off home in the morning. So it's called Conesby Cliff. Now, if you asked 9 out of 10 people in Scunthorpe, where's Conesby Cliff? We'll have a Scooby-Doo. No, Conesby Cliff is adjacent to the village of Dragonby, which was originally called Conesby, before they found the dragon. Yeah, remember the dragon? That thing there? Oh, yes, and it is a petrified dragon. So it's the back end of Scunthorpe Steelworks. There's plenty to see, and because it's been largely left to that beautiful Mother Nature, it's got its own little ecosystem. Last time I went, there was so many butterflies of varying elaborate colours that I've never seen. And it was lovely because they're left to their own devices. Anyway, that's enough warbling. Let's get rambling. So, got to leave Scunny, get up Dragonby Hill, park up, amble across the road, do the Green Cross code, yeah. I don't know whether to do the Alvin Stardust Green Cross code, or the Kevin Keegan one, yeah. And R.I.P. Kevin Keegan, died yesterday, Scunthorpe legend. Come on, let's get cracking. So yeah, park up at Dragonby, Sawcliffe Hill, very busy road. Alright, you've got to be careful. you've got traffic that way, you've got traffic coming up, and you've got traffic ganning down. So ideal place, we need to be where those concrete bricks are. And we need to be over there. So come on, we can do this. Green Cross Code. What are you doing, you crazy kids? There's a car there. Okay, now I remember the public information films. They were scary as fuck. Especially the one about don't die in a pond. Right, stop filming. Crack on. We're over. So I think they put these here to stop the Romany types coming over and bombing shit. I can see something in the distance that wasn't there last time, and I don't know what it is. Ooh. Tell you what, look at that. Golden everywhere. And the stuff that should be green is golden. It's been a bit of a scorcher, hasn't it? There's virtually no air today as well. As in windy pops. There's a structure ahead. And from here, it looks like something that's been abandoned. But I don't know what. Looks like one of them pigsties. Anyway, smashing. Another sort of half a mile you lay, nothing. No traffic, no sign of life. Just wonderful wilderness. Crack on. Beautiful. So I was saying, coming down there, that I could see something in the distance. Couldn't really make out what it was, but it was sizable. Can't park there, mate. What a fucking eyesore. If you're going to burn a car out, don't do it near a field. Look at that. I don't even know what it is. It's only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. Look at it. I don't know. If you know what sort of car that is, give us a shout. Tell you what though, she's roasted the old alloys. They're screwed, mate. They're done. Still got more chance of getting through MOT than my camper at the minute. Oh, look at that. Devastated. Yeah. Just goes to show, don't use a fag lighter. Bloody Nora. How does that end up there, right? So, I don't mean the car. Fucking full-size rug. Somebody been kipping it, a stig of the dump or something. She's a bloody eyesore though, isn't it? So there's no wonder they put them concrete barriers up, look. Shit everywhere. Here's one I dumped earlier. Fucking bumpers, mats. Front chassis. Ridiculous, you scruffy bastards. God. Tyres. There you go. That's why. Yeah, you've been drinking Stella Actor twat, haven't you? And thought, oh, I'll go dump my car. Anyway, there's a couple of routes up to the cliffside. You can either go that way, which sends you through a little avenue of fucking hawthorn bushes, nettles, lots of prickly shit. Trust me, I did it last time in shorts. Or you can follow this little track up the side and then it crosses over at the top. So let's take the easy route this time. Because I have a bad back, you know, did I mention it? So like I say, follow that ridge all the way around and then you come to the most ineffective security fence in the world. And it's plain sailing from then on. Still works in the distance. Scunny Flats, Dragonby, and beyond. And beyond. Come on. Hey. God, it's lovely up here. Last remnants of poppies. Beautiful yellows. Whites. I think they're my favourite flowers, you know. Yeah, wildflowers. Wonderful. There's quite a bit to see up here as well. You're going to be aghast. Ah. So there's a view you're not normally privy to from this end of town. It's just stunning. Vast wilderness of waterways, little forests, copses. Yeah, and you're less than a mile outside Scunny. Gorgeous. Like it. Are you ready for this? Oh. Just in the distance, fading of traffic. Peace and quiet. Look, there's a den. Let's go check it out. So I don't know why this would be right up here. Obviously it served some purpose. But it's not ancient. It's got some decent graffiti. Been in there before. I was thinking that would be a cracking place to have a bit of a stopover. Let's go have a look. Oh, there's a blanket. Somebody might have been. Better be quiet. I might still be here. Oh dear. That's cool though, isn't it? And again, whoever did that was probably academically absolutely shit at school, but very artistic. Oh, I've spotted Queenie. Are you ready for this? That's class. Look at that. Old Madge with a spray can. Spot on. So judging by the wheels and the grooves in the floor, there must have been some sort of pulley system. You've left your tent, mate. Somebody's had a bit of a party. Judging by the names on the cans, they may have been Eastern European. Whatever, mate. You crack on. Another tent through here. I think it's part of the same one. Big old building, though. Big old building. Oh, we've got some mower. Do you know what? I'm going to walk round one of these corners one of these days and there's going to be a fucking corpse in there. On to the side. Fantastic. How good is that? Full respect to whoever did it. You are an artist of the highest order. Any more for any more? Oh, aye. We have indeed. Brilliant. Smashing, isn't it? One more. Oh, yeah, fucker. Whoa, Ramble, straight down back at leg. Can't read what that says. It's very good, though. Still well intact. Yeah, I think this is a kip over this place. Get me in a couple of muckers. It's better than going to a campsite, isn't it? Not going to bother anybody up here. Disposable Barbie. I mean, as in a barbecue, not some sort of sex worker that you bring and all make a mess of and then dispose of her, whose name happens to be Barbie. Oh dear, I do make me laugh. But I'll leave you with Queenie. Right, we've clambered down from right up there, which doesn't look a lot, but trust me, that is proper steep, and I didn't put the camera on because we don't want Mr. Tumbles coming out so early, do we? So I've never been round down the bottom, just been up the top normally because it's usually quite damp, but it's dry as a bone. And look at it, it just looks like an apocalyptic, barren wilderness, doesn't it? Till you get to here. Check this out. Are you ready for this? Wow. Look at that beautiful lake running all the way around. And there's your cliff, mate. That is steep, trust me. Oh, big bird of prey flying around. Right, so that there, two birds of prey, kestrel. Come on, Kez. How the fuck has somebody put a car there? 10 out of 10 for ingenuity. Jesus, there's birds of prey everywhere. You're not really picking them up on that. I'm going to tell you about this lake in a while, because it's very, very, very important. And I know my history. Let's have a bit of a whack. That's beautiful, isn't it? Bloody hell. Quick kick on that should be over. There's a lot of fossils amongst it as well. The old devil's toenails. Gorgeous. And now all I can hear is a little bit of hum from the steelworks, squawking of birds of prey, and one solitary aeroplane. Bloody lovely. I tell you what, somebody had a ball down here. There's shitloads of cans everywhere. Nice little fire pit, at least they've contained it. Put a few rocks around it. But that's not a bad old view, is it, for the night? Straight over at cliff edge. Glorious of a summer's evening. With a babbling brook. Hey, smashing. Oh, it's gone a bit flat. You need Lucozade. Keep your sugar levels up. So, about this lake down the bottom that I've just shown you, I got a royal invite about a year and a half, 2 years ago. And they only do one, I think, a year. And it was a friend via a friend. So we got the guided tour of Dragonby Mines. It was absolutely, certainly in my top 10 of life experiences. So it's been disused now since the mid-80s, I think. Not quite sure on that. But you enter it down a very steep concrete shaft. Just said shaft. At Dragonby. And the guy took us in a 7-seater Jeep. So you go through massive, massive doors. And it is 6 metres by 6.5 metres. That is proper massive. So it had to be that because they got JCBs down there. And there's just so much machinery that's just abandoned. It must run into the hundreds of thousands of pounds, but it's all rustic. It looks like it should be in Chernobyl, you know what I mean? But the history on the place, because the guy was really, really knowledgeable. Have a guess how many miles between Dragonby across to Santon as far as Roxby and Appleby. How many miles of tunnels are underneath Dragonby Mines? How many miles? No, have another guess. 185 miles of tunnels underneath there, which is just astonishing. And the reason that lake's there, it starts at that point and it's run by the steelworks. So that is that's the access point at Santon. Runs all the way back across Sawcliffe Hill, right round the side of the steelworks. And it is the source water for Buttersford Beck. Yeah, it's all about learning today, ain't it? Normally we just talk shite and drink tramp juice. And it has to have a constant flow. So it has to be monitored at all times, because if it were to fill the mines, it would expand the walls and cause serious subsidence where a lot of Winterton Road would just collapse. True story, but it was fascinating. The drill is still down there in place because they're never going to be able to move it, and it was the prototype for the drill that bored the Channel Tunnel. Right? Still down there. Thousands upon thousands, hundreds of thousands of pounds with a get diamond tip on it. But it was fantastic. But we weren't allowed to share any videos or footage because urban explorers go a bit daft, yeah. And there's some very sketchy areas down there where you could die. But that's the history on Dragonby Mines. I put some photos up. Fascinating place. And do you know what? It was dry as a bone, apart from the water. There was no insects. There was no rodents. There was no mice. No, it was just barren. Barren. So, come the glorious day, brother, I'm heading down there. Yeah, take a load of tramp juice when the old nuclear war kicks off. Load of tramp juice and some Toblerones. Because you can't eat them in a hurry, can you? No, because they get jarred up in your jaw. Anyway, I'm going to switch off for a while and just enjoy the ambience with a Nature Valley Crunchy of oats and honey. Because old fat kid is on a diet. Yeah, I've been getting there. To be honest, I've had a lot on my plate lately. Go on, crack on. Still got some stuff to show you in a bit. But this is just serene. Gorgeous. The only noise you can hear now is the odd little tipping of some sort of, dare I say, slag? Yeah. Molten steel. I don't know. Go on, crack on. So I've come round to the corner. You can even get down another level. We might get down to the lake at this rate. Plus, every chance of going arse over tit. Whew. Still no air though. Oh, yeah, bugger. Can you see the gold and the rusty coloured iron ore that's in the cliffs? Very historical. Built this town, that did. Everything you see, this town was built on. Oh, getting a bit of a wriggle on. Don't need to be getting a wriggle on downhill. That's bizarre though, it must have been wet here recently. Because you've got a little crop of bamboo. I mean, what do you do with the old bamboo? So I've walked to the far end. There's still about another 2 levels down there. But you can just hear, if I shut the fuck up, that's the water source coming from Dragonby and joining off Santon. Starts the lake. And like I say, that lake runs all the way and thins out to Bottisford Beck. Yeah. And next week, we'll do colouring in. So here's a bit for you old fossil hunters. This natural limestone predominantly cliff runs all the way to Lincoln. But closer to Scunny, you've got thousands upon thousands of years, hundreds of thousands possibly, of compressed history. Look here. See that? Yep, fossil there of possibly a shellfish of some sort. We used to collect loads of devil's toenails as a kid. You don't really see them anymore. There's another one, look. A crustacean. Another one there. It's just history right there. Love it. Glorious. I still haven't seen a person yet. Which can only be good, can't it? I think I'm just going to perch on this rock for a bit before we make our way back up. I spilt me bastard Lucas here, did I? So I'm a little bit clacky now. I'm going to make my way back soon. I've just got an old industrial piece of machinery for you to check out on the way back. Slightly off, slight detour, but it's worth checking out. But it's been lovely, this. Legs a bit tingly, but feel better for moving about a bit today. After the festival at the weekend, we were fucked. Takes a lot out of you. You got to remember, it knackered you last year. You're a fucking year older, Baxter. Begs the question, why drink 8 cans and 2 bottles of wine on the Friday? I don't know. Oh, a couple of geese flying over. A lot of birds of prey around here. Because they get left alone, it's a perfect breeding area. Lovely. Anyway, I'm going to have a minute and then we'll clamber back up cliff edge. See if we can do it without tumbling. It doesn't matter what ramble you go on, where you go in the world, there's always a glove of self-love. Yeah, bet that's had some hammer. Might do in a minute as well. So this massive rock here is just absolutely plastered with crustaceans. Look at that. Thousands upon thousands of years old. That suggests to me that this whole area at one time would have been underwater. It would have been a glacier. Yeah. Glaze. Not the ones that do windows. No. Not glacier. Fucking glacier. Everywhere I've been, there's bastard tins of Red Bull. Fucking hell, you've carried it all the way here. Take the fucking thing home with you. Tell you what, it only takes time to ruin a world, but time is all it takes. Just gonna be sick. Whew. That's the first of the easy ascents. So we're back up on level 2. Look. 360 of note. Just how I like it. And I tell you what's nice as well. It's been a couple of weeks since I've had an opportunity to get my old non-binary bouncers on. Yeah, because I'm not going to get judged out here, am I? Beautiful. Right, ramblers. Time for the tough bit now, so wave bye-bye to the steelworks, wave bye-bye to the lake, you know the history on it. We've got to go up here. Oh, not looking forward to this. See, that might not look much to you, but that is such a gradient that not even UB40 could make a song about it. No, 1 in 10, gladly. That's about a 1 in fucking 30. And what's the chance of not falling over? We'll see when we get to top. Over and out. Whew. That's got the old tick attacking. Yeah, a bit of a steep piece that. But I told you that I wanted to do a slight detour to show you this piece of industrial, it's your heritage, man. If you're from here, this helped build it. And it looks that old. It's suggesting that it's older than it is. But I would say, looking at it here, I'd say probably 50s, 60s. Don't know, but it looks like it should be from the 20s. Check this out. Look at it. Great big. Well, it's riveted, so they riveted shit years ago in the ships and stuff. Massive boiler of some sort, or oil tank. I don't really know. It's beautiful. I've got a bit of drone footage I'll send over the top at the end of this from when me and our kid had a bit of a ramble. But it's smashing, all set up on some sort of cast plinth. But that ain't going nowhere, is it? Bloody lovely. I like abandoned industrial shit. I'm a big fan. My lad climbed up it because he's a fucking idiot. Why would you? You'd fall through it. It is nice though, isn't it? So yeah, cracking couple of hours out, a few miles under my belt with another notch off. Look at me, I'm going gaunt. Somebody said at weekend I look like Billy Joel, and then somebody said Peter Gabriel. Not one person said like Gerard Butler, you know what I mean, or Bradley Cooper, fucking Tommy Cooper. But it's less than a mile out of town, and you very rarely see anybody. It's a smashing little walk. Seeing loads of birds, a few different birds of prey. Really small butterflies. I'm not seeing like the big cabbage ones or the red admirals. Just really small butterflies. I think it's known for being a conservation area, and they're quite rare. Smashing. I'm fairly quiet apart from the odd biplane and a bit of slag tipping, because that slag can get quite heavy. Oh yeah, we've all been there. Well, miles of note at all, just how we like it. But I think if I've learned anything today, is bring another bottle with you. Fancy fucking spilling me Lucas here. I just took the lid off it and all. Oh, glorious. That's how still it is, look. The trees with the catkins on. The little catkins. Oh, absolutely no breeze at all. Can you hear it? But the plane, the plane, the plane. With the rock, the plane, the plane. Used to freak me out, that little fella. Oh dear. I reckon he retired absolutely broken, skint. Yeah. Can you remember the little fella on Fantasy Island? Yeah. Apparently he's struggling to put food on the table. Naughty. So this is where we've got to go. Just straight ahead. You can't get lost, can you? Just take one of the little routes off. Wow, look at them. Can you see them birds circling? They look quite ominous. Hundreds and hundreds of birds circling. Probably waiting for an old fat bloke to die. So yeah, just follow the track. If you see a little route off it, go have a gleg. You might learn something. I've been here 3 or 4 times and there's 2 places I found today I've never seen before. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Right. You get your sent off and we'll see you before the end. Right, we're a couple 100 yards back from the van, but last time I came on this ramble I noticed one tree in the middle of nowhere had a bountiful fruit. Oh, or a fruitful bounty even, yeah? So look at this. If you remember one of me rambles, I did a special chutney from a couple of apple trees at Cider Steelworks. Well, this year's chutney is going to come from Conesby Cliff and this very tree. They're just starting to flower and sprout. There's the van in the distance. But look, it's already getting some apples on. Glorious, yeah, and they're free. Look, these will be ready soon as well. Blackberries, red berries, berry. They're a bit battered and eaten already, them. I don't know, it might be. That's a nice one. It might be a recognised area for the birds of prey to come and get a bit of snap. I don't know, but she's a big old tree. Another couple there, on there. They're nowhere near ready yet, are them? No, we'll not take it off. We'll give it a chance, and that'll be my chutney for, yeah, I reckon what? Back end of September? Yeah. We'll come back and get some chutney from there. Well, you don't get chutney, do you? You have to make it. But that's a fantastic little ramble. If ever you think, oh, I've got a couple of hours to kill, don't want to see anybody, and check out some burnt out vehicles. So thank you for listening and watch and hopefully learning. Yeah. And arthritic fingers crossed, another 200 yards. That's a ramble without falling over. Hey! Yeah, well done, Mr. Tumbles. Conesby Cliff. If you haven't subscribed already, why haven't you? Get on it. There's new shit on here every week. And some of it's alright. Right. Well, bye-bye. That's been a cracking little walk. That, loved it. Seen loads of wildlife. Bit of peace and quiet. And you're welcome. Bye-bye.